Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 2015 Suncoast Open. I'm Laura McCormick with the WRT, and joining me today to offer his professional commentary is Jeremy Best. Welcome, Jeremy.
Thank you, thank you.
We are here now for our third quarterfinal of the day between Sebastian Franco, who is out there in the service box, and number 4, Andre Parrilla. This will be quite an interesting matchup as we have number 4 versus number 5.
Yeah.
Andre Parrilla representing San Luis, Mexico, and Sebastian Franco from Cali, Colombia.
0-0.
Had a pretty good opportunity, to play with Sebastian quite a bit the last year or two. Travels to Atlanta quite often. And got to see Parrilla play a couple times online as well as in person last weekend. They both have, very much distinct different game styles. Parrilla is very much a control player. And Sebastian's a power and control player. He's got a unique style.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how these two match up. Parrilla, one of our more controlled players, and Sebastian definitely a powerful player. See if he can keep his mental focus here in the quarterfinals.
Vuelta. 0-0.
Our ref, Christian Longoria, is going to go ahead and call that a replay.
Cambio. 0-0.
Very comfortable looking shot there from Sebastian to side out Parrilla.
Cambio. 0-0.
Great shot. Smart.
So far, really competitive game one as these guys are tied 0-0 to open up our third quarterfinal of the day.
Punto. 1-0.
And the first point for Andre Parrilla. It's funny, on our way from Atlanta to the Suncoast Open, Andre was giving me some pointers on how to say his last name, and yet I still managed to butcher it every time.
Is it pronounced Parrilla?
Parrilla.
Cambio.
Yeah, it's got a little bit of
Parrilla.
a brr
0-1.
in it.
Yeah. Parrilla.
Definitely some linguistics differences in Spanish and
Yes.
Latin and everything but English.
Punto. 1-1.
And a point for Sebastian Franco.
Segundo servicio. Segundo.
All right, I'll get a
Serve.
second serve.
Interesting. Got a screen and hit him at the same time.
Punto.
Point for Franco. Both of these
2-1.
players consistent
2-1.
WRT players who are also sponsored by Gearbox. If you want to check out the new Beltran collection with both players are using, you can go to gearboxrv.com.
Punto. 3-1. 3-1.
Also interesting to note, both players are recipients of the benefits of the Reaching Your Dream Foundation, a foundation created to help support young players reach their
3-1.
dreams.
That's
If you want to
great.
make a donation, find out more about what they do and how you can help these players get to more tournaments, go to give2, that's the number 2, rydf.org.
It's partly probably why I never really
4-1. 4-1.
blossomed out when I was in my youth.
That's right,
Trying
there's
to
a
come up
lack
and
of
play.
support and
Can't
money
say it's
to
all
get to
together
these
money,
events.
but family and
Sure.
support. WRT is doing a great job of giving a lot of the players enough support to go out and perform and
4-1.
do the best they can be.
4-1.
Yeah, it's great that we can give these opportunities, and for sure go to give2rydf.org to
1-4.
find out how you can help contribute to the future of racquetball. Side out here for Parrilla.
Cambio. 4-1.
Sebastian's coming out strong.
Yeah,
4-1.
both players were in the quarterfinals last weekend at the Race Warrior Atlanta Open.
Punto.
Right down the
5-1.
line and past Parrilla
5-1.
for a point.
Seems like the way that
Tiempo
the
fuera.
seedings are lately, that everybody's kind of playing into the same individuals.
Música.
Yes.
At least the last two tournaments.
Get
I've
the
noticed that.
assistant top 8 out there in the quarters. Looks like these guys are going to take a quick timeout, and so will we. We'll be right back after this. And we're back live with more of our third quarterfinal match here today at the 2015 Suncoast Open between Sebastian Franco, who is out there in the black gearbox shirt, against Andre Parrilla from San Luis, Mexico. I'm Laura McCormick with the WRT, and Jeremy Best is on the mic with me here today, giving some analysis of the racquetball that we have for you folks watching at home. If we take a look at the path that these guys took to get here, because of their seedings in 4 and 5, they both had
5-1.
buys in round
5-1.
32s. But Sebastian Franco defeated Kevin Vasquez in a tiebreaker. Vasquez put a lot of pressure on Sebastian. Sebastian winning game 1 15-10, losing game 2 14-15, and coming back in the breaker 11-7. Big rally here after the timeout.
No, dos botes,
There's
dos
two
botes.
bounces.
Dos. No, ahí, dos botes. Ahí.
Wow. What a great get by Sebastian.
Punto 6-1.
And that's
6-1.
He
going
was
to give him a
shocked,
point.
actually. He's like, there's no way you got that.
Yeah,
And actually, he did.
Andre was sure that was for him.
Refresh my memory, but did last week, I believe, Sebastian lost to Parrilla. Is that correct?
Cambio.
They didn't
Uno
play
seis.
each other.
Play.
Sebastian lost in the
1-6.
quarterfinals against David Horn, I believe.
Yes, that's right. I remember
And-
speaking to Sebastian. At least I know his aftermath said he wasn't as
Uno
happy as he
seis.
wanted to be. So
1-6.
that was in the quarters, I think.
That
so.
was in the quarters last
Oh.
week.
So this weekend, I know he's reared up to come back.
Cambio.
Perform
6-1.
better. Looks
Yeah,
like he's
pretty
doing so.
focused. It's nice he trains, I know, a lot in Florida, and like you said, he comes up to Atlanta to play a lot, so he's got to feel a little comfortable playing here in Florida as well.
Segundo servicio.
Nice get from Sebastian. Wow, narrowly missed that.
Cambio.
Parrilla puts it away
hit.
from the back of the court.
Uno
Getting
seis.
some love from
Had
the
a few
crowd
shots
here.
there they could have executed, but you know when you're in the heat of the battle and you're just trying to get it back, sometimes you forget to kill
Uno
it.
seis.
Yeah. A lot of
Parrilla
pressure, a
ended
lot of reflexes.
Parrilla ended that rally though.
Punto
Nice point for Parrilla.
2-6. 2-6.
One thing I know Andre has been working on is his mental strength, so I think so far this has been a good test for him against Sebastian. See if he can hold
Cambio.
on here and gain some more points.
6-2.
way. Pass.
Mande. Vuelta. Vuelta. Cambio, 2-6.
All right, well, these two seem to be locked here a little bit in
2-6.
game one.
Vuelta. Vuelta. 2-6. Vuelta.
It's a replay, it seems.
Yeah. Was potentially a
No, segundo
avoidable
servicio.
error.
Ooh,
Punto,
just out of reach
3-6.
for Sebastian,
3-6.
giving Parrilla a point, and finally moving the scoreboard a little bit, 3 serving 6. Ooh, good rally. Wow, great effort from
Punto,
Sebastian, but what a
4-6.
rally and a point
4-6.
for Andre.
Very close. Almost got it.
It's like they're got to wipe down the court. It is pretty hot and humid here in Sarasota. And these guys are working hard so far. Game 1, 4 serving 6. Now the winner of this quarterfinal will continue on
4-6.
tonight to the semifinals, where they will play at 6 p.m. and they will play the winner of our next quarterfinal between Alex Cardona and Jaime Martel. So stick around. There's more racquetball to come here with the WRT.
Punto. 5-6. Sí.
We're not live.
Looks like Sebastian Franco and Andre Parrilla are ready to continue here in game 1 of our third quarterfinal here today.
5-6.
Of course, we invite you all to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram to get the latest and greatest with the WRT by following us at World Arball Tour. Ooh, nice get from Parrilla.
Cambio. 6-5. 6-5.
6 serving 5.
Ray is closing up the gap here.
1 point at a time.
It's time for Sebastian to really kick in here and see what he can do.
Punto.
point for Franco.
7-5. 7-5. No, no, no. Segundo servicio. Screen serve. Pantalla. No, dos botes.
Oh.
No.
That's
dos.
calling 2 bounces.
5-7.
Sebastian wasn't very happy with that call. Actually, a couple hits back,
5-7.
Parrilla had a very close skip if he got it at all.
All right, looks
Fuera.
like Sebastian has an equipment issue. He's going to take a quick timeout. We'll be right back after this. We're back live in game 1 of our third
5-7.
quarterfinal here today between Andre Parrilla and Sebastian
5-7.
Franco.
Cambio. 7-5.
Quick
7-5.
side out. Looks like that bit of a break works for Franco's advantage.
7-5. Dos. No, no, dos.
2 bounces.
5-7.
And another side out for Parrilla as we seem to be stuck here again between these two at 5 serving 7.
5-7.
Pretty evenly matched with our number 4 and number 5 seeds here in the quarterfinal.
Cambio. 7-5.
Seems like Sebastian's trying to figure out where he's going with this game, how he's going to present it, what serves. He's figuring it out.
8-5. 8-5.
Trying to find what works against Parrilla.
Yeah, and what he's doing well. Sometimes what works good against another opponent, you're not doing it well.
Cambio.
That was a short serve.
5-8.
Well, he got a 1-point advantage there against Parrilla.
5-8. 5-8. Cambio. 8-5.
We could be in for a long game here the way these two are matched up right now.
Yeah. Unless Sebastian gets going here on his serve. There it is.
Oh, there we
Punto.
go.
9-5. 9-5. Cambio.
Nice
5-9.
side out there for Andre.
Cambio. 9-5. 9-5.
It's tough to earn points here in this match so far.
Cambio. 5-9. Tiempo fuera.
Looks like Parrilla is going to go ahead and take a timeout, see if he can regain some control here in game 1. We'll be right back in just a moment. And we're back live in our quarterfinal between Sebastian Franco and Andre Parrilla. This is the third quarterfinal of the day. Coming up right after this, we have number 1 Alex Cardona versus number 8 Jaime Martel. And later tonight, we have our first semifinal set between Jake Bredenbeck and David Bobby Horn. That'll happen at 5 p.m. And our next two quarterfinalists here today will continue on to play at 6 p.m. in the semifinals here of the 2015 Suncoast Open. We do have a special contest for those of you
5-9.
watching. If you share the live streaming link on your Facebook or Twitter, you will automatically be entered to win a free Gearbox giveaway,
5-9.
but you have to tag it with @WorldRBallTour. So go ahead and share the link and let everyone
No.
know that you're
Cambio.
watching racquetball.
Cambio.
Quick side out there for
9-5.
Sebastian Franco as we're still holding at 9 serving 5.
9-5. Punto 10-5.
I think Sebastian's found himself a groove here now. He's getting quite a few points. He's up 10.
10-5.
Did 10-5.
10 serving 5.
Punto.
Ooh.
Ref
Yo la vi
looks like
piso.
he's calling a point.
11-5.
Frustrating Andre a little bit.
I'm not sure if that ball skipped or not. If it did, it had to do really back in the back of the court.
Punto.
Couple points in a row here for Franco, really
12-5.
switching it around as these
12-5.
two were stuck at 9-5 and now it's 12-5. Amazing how it can change in just a few.
12-5.
Oh
Punto.
my. That was a great serve. It just hit the corner just perfectly
Yeah.
and just died immediately.
13-5. Tiempo fuera.
That's going to force Parrilla to take another timeout. We'll be right back to see if Parrilla can turn things around. And we're back live in our quarterfinal here between Sebastian Franco, who just went on a 5-point run, forcing Andre Parrilla to take a timeout. I'm Laura McCormick with the WRT, and Jeremy Best is here on the microphone
13-5.
today. Jeremy, what would you like to see here in this match? Who's the winner who's going to move on to the semifinals later today?
Well, it appears that, Sebastian's doing great the first round. But you know what? Both these guys are great players. They both have the ability to refocus, come back. They have the game to beat each other. So it's just a matter of who's going to focus more, who's going to execute more, and who's going to, push through those points that needed, to make the determining factor. Matches are won and lost with 1 point.
Exactly. We've seen Sebastian now able to capitalize on that and take 5 in a row and start to really put the pressure on Parrilla to change something here in his game if he wants to hold on
Ya no tienes tiempos.
in game 1.
My suspicions is Sebastian here is going to take this game, and the next game is going to be a refocus.
13-5. Punto.
Great shot.
14-5.
Gonna
Punto
make
para
it
set.
game point for Sebastian Franco here in game 1.
He's really on a roll.
Cambio.
Wow.
5-14.
Quick side out there for
5-14.
Parrilla as he holds on in game 1.
Cambio. Cambio. Era
And
bola
the
puesta,
ref's
güey.
going to call a
Estaba adelante.
replay.
14-5.
Nope.
No, segundo servicio. Second serve. Cambio.
Great shot.
5-14.
Side out there for Parrilla as he holds on in game 1. An opportunity here to put some more pressure on Franco.
Punto.
Point for Parrilla.
Fue buen saque.
I have to agree with
6-14.
Sebastian there. I thought that serve was right on the line.
6-14.
It's just so hard to make the call sometimes when you're sitting back far. Like,
Yeah.
Punto 7-14.
All right, and 2
7-14.
points in a row here for Andre.
Punto 8-14.
And just like that, 3 points for Parrilla as he's taking some control here late in game 1.
switching it up. He's going now to Sebastian's forehand, trying to get some errors, and he's doing so.
Segundo servicio.
Ooh, just short of hitting
Cambio.
that front wall. Smart play by
14-8.
Franco.
There it is, first game.
Error from
15-8,
Parrilla.
Sebastian.
Yep, gives Sebastian the advantage here going into
God,
game
DJ.
2. Franco winning there 15-8. We'll be right back with more of our third quarter final. And we're back live in our
0-0.
quarterfinal here between Andre Parrilla and Sebastian Franco, who we see out there on the court right now. Franco taking game 1 15-8, and here is Andre Parrilla's opportunity to take game 2 and potentially send it to breaker as we have number 4 versus number 5 here today.
1-0.
Nice get.
Wow,
No, dos botes, dos.
nice kill shot.
Refs calling 2 bounces.
Punto
And
2-0.
Parrilla
rolled.
starting out with a strong 2-0 lead here in game 1. Little different from we saw some momentum there gaining at the end
2-0.
of game 1, so it's always interesting to see how that starts in game 2.
Oh yeah. I don't recall who served first last game, but
Punto 3-0.
definitely sometimes coming out first, serving first or serving second can also give you a little advantage.
True.
But most players try to choose to, if they win the toss-up, to serve first. However, I like flipping it around. I like to serve second.
Yeah.
Cambio 0-3.
And now, why would you choose to serve second?
It's an intimidation factor, maybe. Secondly, is I feel like by the second game, I'm serving better. So I like giving myself a little bit of an easier
Cambio
advantage, maybe,
3-0.
in a game if I possibly lose the first. A lot of times you're not warm on the first game enough to really take advantage of your first serve. You
True.
know.
Punto
Nice
4-0.
touch there from Parrilla. Giving him a point. It's certainly different here. Different start in game 2.
Wow.
Tiempo
It's really
fuera.
jumped out to a big lead here already.
All right. right.
5-0.
Yeah, so
Parrilla.
forcing Sebastian to take a timeout. We'll be right back after this. Yeah, we were talking about Parrilla and his rise to the top here with the WRT. He did
5-0.
make his first final appearance just a few tournaments ago. He is a consistent quarterfinalist and makes his way through the semis
Punto
quite frequently.
6-0.
And when we were in Colombia, he made it to his first final appearance.
Oh, okay.
6-0. Punto 7-0.
Yeah, quite a different game too. Andre Parrilla
7-0.
just really on top of his game right now and able to kind of capitalize on Sebastian. Maybe his mental strength isn't there right this moment.
Well, he's kind of going back to his bread and butter.
Punto
He's very good with
8-0.
that, backhand Z serve. He's got it down pat. He knows what the shots that most of his opponents are going to take, so he covers them well and anticipates well. I've seen him predominantly serve this backhand Z, and he does very well with it.
Yeah. Yeah, and Andre Parrilla does come from quite the racquetball family. His sister Jessica plays on the LPRT. His father Fabian just hosted the San Luis Open about a month ago in August, and he also plays and runs a
Punto
juniors
9-0.
program there in San Luis Potosí.
Wow, that's
So
great.
yeah, I know Andre gives lessons and works with the juniors as well, and two of his fellow San Luis guys are out here as well, Christian Longoria and Gerardo Franco. So lots of racquetball there in San Luis, and a big family affair for the Parrillas.
Wow, great get.
Punto 10-0. 10-0.
10-0 so far here in game 2. If Andre stays strong like this and capitalizing on Franco,
Absolutely.
we're definitely going to tiebreaker, and that'll
Extremely
be
high chance of him closing out this game.
our second quarterfinal to go to breaker.
Great shot.
Cambio 0-10.
Sebastian's not going to let that happen just yet as he steps back into the service box.
Sebastian has to really kick in here. He has a
Punto
very low
1-10.
percentage of climbing that hill, like I talked about before. It's probably right now at 4 points to every one that he has to gain over Parrilla.
Totally possible.
Cambio 10-1.
As I say that, and Parrilla sizes him out.
La tiraste, güey. Es que le estás tirando. 1-10.
Parrilla looking for the hinder there. Not going to get it. Ooh,
Cambio
2 bounces and a
10-1.
side out there for Andre.
Wow, great shot.
Punto 11-1. 11-1.
Yeah, Parrilla just dominating here in game 2 with a 10-point lead against Sebastian Franco.
Cambio 1-11.
It's interesting how Parrilla in the first game did not really utilize the backhand Z. He's coming out strong with it this and is being very effective.
Ooh,
Punto
tough
2-11.
shot there from Franco. Yeah, my guess is Parrilla's father is also his coach and has constant contact with him, as I know he enjoys watching the live streaming when he can't make
No,
it to his
segundo
son's
servicio.
matches.
Segundo
So
servicio.
I wonder if his father gave him some advice there to switch that serve back up.
Could very well be. It
2-11.
was good advice. 11-1, or excuse me, 1-11.
Ooh,
Cambio 11-2. 11-2. Cambio 2-11.
Well, this is starting to look a lot more like game one as we keep it locked
Dos
here
once.
at 2 serving 11. And we got side out for side out with not many points moving.
Cambio
Wow.
11-2. Qué buena.
Sebastian looks off court there to his teammate and buddy Jake Bredenbeck, who seems to be coaching him here for this quarterfinal today.
Yes, he does. It looks like he's giving him some tips and advice.
I know those two are often doubles partners and good friends off the court as well.
Is at the same part. November 6th.
Punto 12-2.
All right, well, there's some movement for you. 12
fuera.
serving 2 now in game 2. Sebastian Franco going to go ahead and exercise his right to take a timeout, and so will we. So stick around. We'll be right back. And we're back live in game 2 of our third quarterfinal here today at the 2015 Suncoast Open, where Andre Parrilla is leading now in game 2, 12-2, and if he can pull off the win, we'll be going to breaker.
12-2.
Ooh, nice placement there from Sebastian Franco. As Parrilla just couldn't get there in time.
Cambio 12-2.
Ooh. I have to say it's a little funny when you look at your racket as if it was your racket's fault. But I know it could be. Maybe he's checking for a broken string, but
Well, it's a way of deflecting the responsibility.
yeah,
you know?
exactly. How did that happen?
Cambio
Yeah, that was a comfortable shot there from
Dos trece.
Sebastian in the center court. Had his feet set, like you were saying earlier, Jeremy.
Yeah.
Having your feet set is really important for,
It very much
for
is.
executing.
Looks like Sebastian is just trying to find a way to get back in this. It's what I've noticed with Sebastian. Like I said, whenever he's able to work through some of those mountains and valleys and kind of be more on a certain consistent plane, so to speak, I think he's going to be a major contender within the racquetball community.
Yeah, I would agree.
And this is a good example of that. You know, he had a very dominant first game, and he's wouldn't say he's choked, but he's kind of let down the aggression. He's kind of trying to still play, lackadaisical, not wanting to get down, grind, and dirty. He's going to have to do that to pull out this match. A lot of times players want to lose with panache or royalty look, rather than lose with sweat, blood, and tears. You know.
Nice serve.
We're definitely not in a modeling contest when we're out there competing.
Cambio.
You can get dirty and down
Exactly.
with it, huh? Yeah,
We've joked around with Sebastian before. We were like, looks like he's modeling when he plays racquetball.
Ooh. Still alive.
Beautiful
Punto.
shot.
Sebastian puts it away
Beautiful
and gets
shot.
the point.
Way to
5-13.
way to play through.
Tiempo fuera.
Another point for Franco before Parrilla takes his timeout. We'll be right back after we hear from some sponsors, so don't go anywhere. And we're back live in our quarterfinal between Sebastian Franco and Andre Parrilla, where Franco is making a bit of a comeback now in game 2 and putting the pressure on Andre. Nice get.
Good shot.
Oof. Long rally here to come back from the timeout, and Andre Parrilla taking that. Oof. It's funny, you'll notice sometimes when Franco hits the ball, he kind of have his tongue out.
Yeah. It's a great serve. Wow.
Wow.
He's just rushing on
Nice.
some of his shots. Sebastian needs to set up a little more and take a little more patience on his shot.
It's funny
Put
when
it
they
down.
even earn the point, though, like Parrilla is still talking to himself, even though he won that point, trying to
Yeah.
help himself keep improving here.
Juego.
Well, and
There
with
it
that,
is, game
Andre
2.
Parrilla taking game 2 15-6 over Sebastian Franco, which can only mean one thing. This quarterfinal is going to breaker, folks, so stick around. There's more racquetball to come. We'll be right back. And we're back live in our third quarterfinal of the day, where we're just starting game 3 between Sebastian Franco, who won game 1 15-8, and Andre Parrilla, still working on rolling that R, who came back to win game 2 15-6. So now in the tiebreaker, remember, we play first to 11, win by 1. We're getting our ref back out there on the court. I'm Laura McCormick with the WRT. And of course, joining me here on the mic is Jeremy Best. Welcome, Jeremy.
Thank you much.
Now, both these players are recipients of the benefits of a
0-0.
foundation called the Reaching Your Dream Foundation, which helps support the future of racquetball and the dreams of these young players getting to tournaments. If you want to go ahead and donate and find out more information, go to give2rydf.org.
Great
Cambio.
shot.
0-0.
Starting out with a side out here, still 0-0.
Sebastian's pumped. See what happens here. It's game on.
Punto 1-0. Fue skip.
Oh, that means the first point then
1-0.
goes to Sebastian Franco. Anything can happen here in game 3. It's
That's
like
right.
starting over 0-0 again. First
That's
game.
exactly
or
right.
Only a game to 11.
Segundo servicio.
Second serve.
Ooh.
Punto 2-0.
Now I think it's going to really come down to the mental focus between these two
Absolutely.
players. That's what we saw the main difference in games 1 and 2 being.
I really thought Parrilla went too much on that last serve.
Ooh, nice
Wow.
diving get
0-2.
from Parrilla.
Impressive get.
Cambio 2-0.
Another side out.
Dos 0. Vuelta.
It's like they're going to
Eso,
replay it.
vuelta.
Parrilla not in agreement with that call.
Parrilla really put up a good argument with his
2-0.
efforts there, but still a replay.
Punto Te 0.
Well, there's a point. Like they say, sometimes the ball knows.
Te 3-0. Cambio.
Just out of reach there for Franco. See if Parrilla can get some points here in game 3. And the winner of this match will continue on tonight to the semifinals, playing against our last quarterfinalist, which will be coming up right after this between Alex Cardona and Jaime Martel.
Punto.
And there's a point for Parrilla.
1-3. No, dos.
Oh, ref's going to call the 2 bounces.
Dos.
That's going to go in Parrilla's favor.
Dos,
Sebastian looking a little upset over that after he went for the dive. Kind of a
Exactly.
waste of energy.
Exactly. It's a good idea they make the refs stand and
Yeah, I was
have
thinking
something
that.
in their hand.
Vuelta.
Ooh.
So that's going to be a replay they're calling. Not liking
Dos,
that.
3.
He sold it and he took it. I'm not sure that was quite a hinder there.
Punto.
Went for a little much there.
Parrilla pretty happy with that.
Tres,
Pumping
tres.
himself up a little bit as he gets another
Absolutely.
point.
And Sebastian needs to be careful here with this tiebreaker, not to go over, but just to execute good shots.
Segundo
Short.
servicio. Le estás tirando, güey. Es que no la tire.
Now, was it that they got in each other's way? Is that what Parrilla is
Cambio.
Parrilla
talking
had a hinder there, but what he did was he took the shot. He acted like he was going to stop. No call was made. He took it, and now he wants to hinder because he made a bad shot.
3-3.
All right. Parrilla pretty upset right now. It's all tied up 3-3.
I won't repeat that.
Punto. 4-3.
Great get.
Cambio.
Side out there as things heat up here in game 3. And 3 serving 4 now.
Tres, 4. Cambio.
Side out, I believe the score now is 4 serving 2. I apologize, we heard the score wrong over here. Ooh, nice get.
Cambio.
So now would you say he didn't take that swing because
cuatro.
he wanted to get the hinder and it's kind of been
Yeah, he wanted a hinder.
problem in the past?
Definitely is not an avoidable. Was that an avoidable in Spanish? See, in order for an avoidable to take place, you have to take away the person's down the line and cross court. And where Parrilla was, it was definitely a
Tres, cuatro.
safety hold. but Sebastian was not in front of him, nor was he restricting him from doing the down the line or cross. I don't really know what the call is at this point, but it looked like it was an avoidable.
Ooh. For the 2, he's going to get the 2 bounce call.
See if we can catch the score here.
All right, it is tied up now 4-4, which is essentially like 0-0 back again here in
Exactly.
Game 3.
Great shot.
Cambio. 4-4.
Kid red.
Oh, nice get from Parrilla. Wow. Wow.
Cambio.
Both of them
Yo no estoy
holding up
parando la
their
jugada.
hands, looking for a call. I think we're going to go ahead and switch up the ref. Things
Yeah,
are
I think
getting
that's
a little,
definitely a good call.
Yeah. Getting a little frustrated here. Christian Longoria.
I personally felt like Sebastian kept playing, but he actually ran into Parrilla on the way over to catch that last, ball.
4 serves 4.
All right, well, it's tied up 4-4 right now.
That's good. The ref's calling a replay.
All right, that seems fair. Ooh, nice get. Both players hitting the floor, getting back up. Oh. Oh, unfortunately, looks like he slips on a wet spot. Hits his knee pretty hard there. Think he slipped on the wet spot there from the 2 diving, or
I honestly
sure what that call would
don't
be.
know. I couldn't catch what happened there.
Interesting to see what they do.
I think the chances of Parrilla getting that was minimal to begin with, but
All right,
the ref just called a replay, so
Our ref stepping in to save the day here, Brent Walters, and he's going to go ahead and call a replay. Seems pretty fair. The players seem okay with that.
I think Parrilla made contact with Sebastian on the way.
Yeah. It's tricky out there. Tensions are high in Game 3.
4 serves 4.
You got to be tough when you play as a player, but getting a lot of bad calls from a ref can absolutely do a lot of damage on your mind game and your overall status in the game itself.
All right, well, I think then that's the first
4
movement
serves
we've
4.
seen here. Oh, no, they're going to replay again? I'm not sure what happened there. But for some reason, it's still 4-4.
Wow. I think we're just acclimating to a new ref here is what the problem is. I recall in the Atlanta tournament that I had 3 aces in a row they called short.
Oh.
Did a yeah. Folks, we got a couple commentators in the back.
Oh, trapped up there against the wall, and that should finally be a point here for Andre Parrilla in Game 3, making the score.
6 rounds later.
5-4,
5
yeah.
serves
6
4.
rallies later.
After about 6 replays, a ref switch. We got things moving here in Game 3. Don't forget, there is one more quarterfinal coming up right after this. Alex Cardona versus Jaime Martel.
Great hit.
Oof. Wow. 2 points in a row here for Andre Parrilla.
Sebastian needs to calm down. He's got some pretty decent setups here. And he's just, you know.
Well, for those of you watching at home, we'd like to have you share our live streaming link. By doing so, you'll automatically be entered to win a free Gearbox giveaway. So go ahead and share the free streaming link on your Facebook or Twitter, and of course tag @WorldRacquetball. And you can use the hashtag WRTLive or hashtag LiveRacquetball. You'll automatically be entered to
6
win a
serves
free
4.
Gearbox giveaway, but more than that, you'll be sharing racquetball with the rest of the world and your friends and helping grow the sport along with supporting the WRT. So we thank you in advance. Go ahead and get online and get entered in that giveaway.
Sebastian kind of lucked out there. Parrilla tried to do a
Timeout.
inverted open face there. Missed it.
All right, Parrilla is going to go ahead and take a timeout. We'll be right back after a word from our sponsors. And we're back live in our quarterfinal between
4
Sebastian
serve, 6.
Franco, who's stepping into the service box with 4 points, against Andre Parrilla with 6 in the tiebreaker. Wow, nice
Good
side
pass
out
there.
there for Parrilla. Just what he was going for with that
6 serves,
timeout,
4.
and now his opportunity. He's gotten a couple points on Sebastian Franco, so let's see what he can do in the service box.
It's a crucial next 2 points here.
Oh, both these guys moving really well out there. Gotta be tiring here as you enter game 3. A lot of diving on the floor,
Yeah.
especially in the third game.
7 serves 4.
Good shot.
Ref's calling it good too. That means it's a side out for Franco.
That right there was a good example of an uneven front court. Hits that bottom
4 serve,
angular
7.
concrete. It just popped up, kind of looked like a skip, but it really was a good shot.
All right, and there's some movement for Franco. Still down by 2.
Yeah, he's just not putting down the balls that he needs to. He needed
5
that
7.
one. He's got plenty of opportunities, just not really executing.
Short serve.
There we got a good ref tapping the glass, letting them know.
Loudly.
Longoria was just sitting back watching the extra rounds.
I love to see the players pumping themselves out there, and Andre Parrilla with a big roar to get himself
Yeah.
going here to
7-5.
close out game 3.
They need it. Somebody needs
do.
to break here and get a couple points.
Ooh,
Wow.
oh wow, what a get. Nice effort there from Parrilla.
Absolutely.
Seriously,
2 great gets.
I think every rally so far we've seen both players hitting the floor.
Yeah.
5-7.
They have the great advantage of being, light and lean, and when they dive, they can spring back up.
Yeah.
I had the most comical dive last weekend. I dove and tried to get up and slipped in my own spot 3 times.
Timeout.
It's tough out there, especially
Little
with the
hard
humidity.
pushing 230 pounds up.
All right, well, things are heating up in Game 3. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back and determine who moves on to the semifinals tonight. And we're back live here in our quarterfinal, Game 3. Parrilla leading 5-7. Excuse me, 7-5.
Point.
And now up by 3 here in our tiebreaker match. Shout out to
8
Polo
serves, 5.
Gutierrez, who was in that last commercial and unfortunately not here at the event this week as he's nursing himself back to health. It's a bit of an injury. We hope to see Polo here by the end of the season. Stop. In case they didn't hear the ref, they might hear me, but
Oh, Sebastian wasn't happy because he got the outcome he wanted, but he did call the hinder. He would have been unhappy either way, actually. If they didn't call it or he did at that point.
so what was the result though? Is that so that's a replay?
Yeah,
or
it's a
is it
replay.
replay?
If I could get in Sebastian's corner, I would be definitely telling him to slow down and execute. He's leaving a lot of balls up. Great rally.
There's a point for Parrilla, who's now within 2 of closing out this match.
Non-serves 5.
Ooh, and that ball kind of dying there, the back glass up against the door, makes it match point for Andre Parrilla.
Timeout.
And Sebastian's going to go ahead and call a timeout, see if he can stall things here. We'll be right back with more of Game 3 right after this. Well, we're back live here in Game 3 of our quarterfinal, and we invite you to share the live link that you see there on the screen. You share it and let everyone know that you're watching live racquetball, and you'll automatically be
10 serves,
entered
5.
to win a free gearbox giveaway if you share that on Facebook and Twitter. Make sure you tag at World R-Ball Tour and use the hashtag live racquetball. Wow, and with that,
There it is,
Andre
folks.
Parrilla takes the match, winning over
Very good
Sebastian
match.
Franco. We're going to go ahead and get down to the court and hear a few words from Andre. I'd like to thank Jeremy Best for joining me.
Thank you, guys.
Sure, he has to catch his breath. There was quite a lot of diving happening there in Game 3. Welcome, Andre. How are you feeling after quite a competitive match against the number 5 seed, Sebastian Franco?
First of all, congrats to Sebastian. He's a really good player. He was getting a lot of balls. That was really tired and a long match. I feel happy, but I know that I will have another opponent next. So I want to finish this, not stay in the semifinals, finish it, but we want to see the next match.
All right, well, congratulations. We'll see you later tonight at 6 p.m., where you will match up against either Alex Cardona or Jaime Martel. Any final thoughts before we send you off?
Thanks to my sponsor, Gearbox, Muebles Venecia, and Grúas Escobedo And congrats to Sebastian, who played really well.
All right, well, congratulations. We'll see you later tonight at 6 p.m. Thanks. All right, stick around. There's one more quarterfinal match here today between Alex Cardona and Jaime Martel. So don't go anywhere. We'll be back in 10 minutes.